I want to see someone debate you on. All right, so I'm gonna kick it
No, you
over to Black Adam Willis for Okja. I think I
Okja.
finally said it right.
I'm sure.
All right,
That's how I've been pronouncing it, so I don't know if I'm right. But this is a movie that is on Netflix now. It came out a few weeks ago. They bought the rights for it. I know it premiered at the Cannes Film Festival in France earlier this year, and everyone was kind of talking about it then. It's just from Bong Joon-ho, who did Snowpiercer.
Okay.
He also did the movie Mother. He also did Memories of Murder. And what else? The other one is a big one, The Host, which is that monster movie.
Yeah.
Which is
so
really,
in this
really
movie,
great.
There's a scene, at least one scene of like them mutilating an animal.
This is exactly what this movie is about, more or less. This movie is kind of it's this lovable take on like kind of these character. It's Okja is the name of this pig, and it's raised for 10 years by this young South Korean woman in Korea.
And makes a friend with a spider who writes things in her web.
Yeah, so it's these.
Well, that was funny.
It was. There's these genetically modified pigs that they're making, and that they found, and they have 10 of them, and they put them at 10 different farms across the globe, and they raise them for 10 years, and then they're going to crown who's the best pig, and then they're going to do this big thing for this corporation called the Miranda Corporation, and then they're going to slaughter all these pigs, and that's going to be food, essentially. And
win a contest, and they still just go to the slaughterhouse.
Right, but basically they're selling the world on this new type of food, this new thing that's going to leave a small footprint on the environment, and they're like good-looking pets, and they're also very tasty. It's this weird thing. It's just like, love these animals, but also we're slaughtering them at mass numbers, and it's pretty horrific the conditions we're doing it in.
You might be the only one that misses Dilbert, where there was one episode where they found a way to grow meat, to grow beef.
See, that's the dream, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But the reality is, there's all these people, and they don't care what they eat as long as it's cheap. And there's a certain way to do it, and there's these ruthless people at the large food industrial complex that are just operating on dollar bills. All
now, correct me. This movie was not made by Michael Moore.
No.
Okay.
See, it sounds pretty awful. Like some of the conditions towards the end of the movie, you started seeing a little horrific. But the movie is mostly about this little girl who's lived with this thing, her pet Okja, this pig, for 10 years on this giant, mountainside farm that she has in South Korea. And so we first see her with this pig, now full grown, standing there in the water playing with each other, and they're best friends. That's like all she knows. Her and this pig are like together, and basically that pig was named the best pig of the 10 that were grown, and they take her away to New York, and she follows it to New York to get her pig back. Because she knows that's her best friend, and she wasn't.
Okja, in a big city.
That's what it is. And on the way there, we see Jake Gyllenhaal's character as the guy is supposed to be like the head, food guy that with all these pets. Tilda Swinton is the head of the Miranda Corporation.
Why is she always in this dude's movies?
Because she's good. He wants the best. And then there's also Paul Dano, who plays the head of an animal rights organization that's also working to steal Okja back. And
wait, where do I know him from? I know that name. Paul Dano. Was he on a TV show?
No, he was in that movie about the Beach Boys guy. He was in, who Paul Dano is. I'm going to show you a picture
I'll find it after the show.
Anyway, he's in this, and he's great. Yeah, a lot of the acting is very, very, very good, and just incorporating this pig, and this is like really the best part about it. This animated pig into the middle of this, it looks so seamless in this story, and it's like so much character, and it's like you really feel for this thing. And so at the end, you see these slaughterhouses, and just people like it kind of tugs at you a little bit. It's kind of like Babe. A little bit, you know what I mean? You're just like, you want this one pig that you followed the whole time to basically somebody looking at it and being like, oh, okay, we're going to save you.
Okay.
An R-rated Babe.
It's an R-rated Babe with a lot more to say, I think, probably, about, everyone's part in this. Everyone has a fight in this thing we call, like, the food industry. You know what I mean? It's like where you stand on that, and then what are your morals even beyond that, and how to fulfill what you think is right. Okay. So there's
again, still not made by Michael Moore,
and still not made by Michael Moore.
Or Al Gore
as the pig, maybe. Sorry, Al Gore. I'm just saying he's a big guy. I don't mind Michael Moore.
I heard
But this is the very very interesting movie. Very well acted. Tilda Swinton's fantastic. Jake Gyllenhaal's got this like really nasally, high pitched, geeky voice that he plays against type, which was great.
because he's normally very deep, very white-esque.
Yes, and the basically like I said the pig and the little girl, the bread and butter of this movie. They're just so fantastic together. So this is definitely worth watching. It's already out on Netflix now, so you can probably watch it while you're still watching our show.
All right. Oh, no. Wait till after the show. Okja.
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 Yes.
All right, cool. I'm going to take